You've probably been training for your event for weeks, possibly even months, putting in hours of hard work. So don't let any last-minute panics ruin your day. Being prepared in advance will not only mean you're far more relaxed, but you're far less likely to forget anything vital.
So we put together a step-by-step guide to make sure that you're fully prepared the night before your big day.
Check and pack as much of your gear as you can the night before. Now, if you haven't already had to rack your bike, then do any last-minute checks. Check that all the gears are working fine. Maybe check over your tyres that there's no holes or anything obvious, and have a look at your chain, make sure it's clean and well lubed. And if you have had to dismantle your bike to travel it, just make sure it's all back together properly.
Attach your numbers onto your bike, your helmet, and your race belt if you're using one. And then staying with the bike, make sure you have your spares ready, whether that's in a saddlebag or you're taping it on under the saddle or into a bottle cage. And the same goes for your nutrition. So whether you're planning to tape that on to the frame or into a bento box, perhaps consider preparing that the night before. And then with your water bottles, if you don't want to prepare them the night before, just leave them in an obvious place or even pop them onto your bike frame empty so that you don't forget them.
And the final check for the bike, if like me, you're using Di2, make sure you fully charge that the night before. And whilst we're on the topic of charging, if you're using a bike computer or a triathlon watch, also make sure they're charged.
Go through your race pack to make sure that you haven't forgotten anything or missed any numbers. And then if your race does require a timing chip, it's an easy one to forget on the day. So my top tip would be to attach it to one of the loops on your bag that you're planning to take on the day, just to make sure you don't forget it.
Just be methodical, so use a list and tick it off as you pop each item into your bag. And if you've got a race with a split transition, then it's a good idea to pack your two bags separately the night before. And check the weather forecast so you know exactly what you want to wear for the bike and the run.
There's some things that you can't get ready until the morning of your race, but you can still get a lot of your kit out and ready so you don't have to worry about race day nerves getting in the way of your packing.
Lay out all of your clothes that you're going to be wearing in the morning the night before, including your race suit and your timing chip, and any warm clothes that you'll want to wear over the top. Now, if you are provided with race tattoo numbers, I'd suggest leaving them in the bathroom, so make sure you leave plenty of time to apply them in the morning.
Depending on what you've planned to eat for breakfast on the morning of the race, you can prep some of this too. So in my case, I'm leaving a bowl out ready with some porridge oats next to it. And if you are a coffee drinker and you're traveling to the race, then you can travel with your preferred coffee for some home comforts. And now we have already mentioned water bottles, so if these aren't on your bike already, you can leave these beside the sink ready to fill up on the morning with your preferred energy. And a top tip, if you are racing in a hot climate, then you can fill your water bottles up the night before, pop them in the freezer so they're nice and cold on the bike.
And check that your alarm is properly set. And if you are slightly concerned about oversleeping, then it might be worth asking a friend to give you a backup wake-up call.
Finally, run through everything in your head, almost like a mental checklist. Sit down and take a moment for this. If you know the course, then run through this in your head, almost as if you're in the race. Think about what you're going to be wearing, what you're going to be drinking, what you're going to be eating. Almost try to picture the route as if you're in the moment. And then if there are any parts of the course that you're unsure on, then just recheck this online to really make sure you're prepared for the day.
Okay, once you're happy with the race itself, then look at the logistics for the morning, such as your route to get to the venue, where the parking is, where the loos are, etc. And now, if you haven't yet sorted out your own nutrition and you're planning on using what's provided by the organisers, just double check exactly what's going to be available.
So now you know exactly what you need to do on the morning and everything is as packed as can be. So now's a good opportunity to catch up on any admin, such as letting your friends and family know where you're going to be and where you meet them after, because the last thing you want is to be organising them on the morning.
And relax, take a bath, shave your legs, read a book, or do whatever it is that finishes off that feeling of being totally prepared.
There's a lot to think about the night before your race, so allow yourself plenty of time to go through it step by step.
Well, I personally like writing a list, and it's a good idea to make this in advance, and then as you get close to your event, you can just fine tune it. So if you want to catch other videos from GTN, just hit the globe to subscribe. And if you want to see the series that we made looking at how to train for a triathlon, that's just here.
And to see our 10 rules you need to know before your first triathlon, just click here.